Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Anarchy podcast. I'm your host Super, and today, rather than the usual interview every week or so, I have a cute little discussion video on the political climate of 2B2T, and really, anarchy in general. So here's probably the worst attempt at content filler you have ever seen. Before I start rambling on about this, I'd like to say a couple things. First, a message from our sponsor, Anarchy.bar. Are you looking for a server without lag machines? Something geared towards the player experience? Well, Anarchy.bar has you covered. This relatively new Anarchy server is hosted on one of the best dedicated servers on the market to ensure that you, yes you, have the best time you can. With commands like /togglepm and /ignore, it's hard not to love it. So what are you waiting for? Get on 1.12.2 and check out Anarchy.bar. That's ANARCHY.BAR. Can't wait to see you on. And finally, I'd like to thank Benster7703 for the suggestion of this video. Now, without further ado, here's the political climate of 2B2T. So to get us started, we need to establish that of 2B2T society. Now, everyone says it's anarchy, and for the most part it is. But what kind of anarchy? You might be thinking I'm crazy, but if you actually put some time into putting anarchy in Google, you'll find a very reliable Wikipedia article stating many kinds of anarchism. Too long didn't read, 2B2T is an anarcho-syndicalism state, and even more too long didn't read would be that 2B2T's people mostly like individual ownership of property and still like freedom of government or authority. In terms of the economic specifics, 2B2T is the largest anarchy server in population and server size by far. With that said, there is something to be in awe of when looking at the economy. What with the ever-growing inflation, things like 32k items weren't in circulation maybe a year or two ago, and now you can buy them for literally less than $1. Now, this is because of the insane inflation that comes with duplication glitches that more recently could make everyone able to duke chunks of chests filled with shulkers and so much more. Some can hold a strong argument that the server's economy has been screwed over so much that it can even be compared to Zimbabwe's inflation in 2008. And if you don't know what that is, to make a long story short, in a matter of 3 years, the Zimbabwe's dollar went from being 24 Zimbabwean dollars per USD, that's still pretty bad, all the way to 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars per 40 cents USD. Like most political states, 2B2T has their fair share of parties, but these groups don't work like usual parties in government. Since there is no government in anarchy, they operate like tribes at constant war with each other. With new groups and societies being created each day, there's much to say about the disarray in order and authority amongst power. With allies turning on each other and new wars for items and power become more and more severe. Now, most would say that anarchy is anarchy and disarray is part of the server itself, and they would be right, but some things, unlike the nature of anarchy, find their way to nestle itself in the world of 2B2T. An example of this is BibleBot or Build Smash. Now, he is a troll, but he also openly converts people in the 2B2T chat with his Christian values and more. I also asked a couple people on the state of the social community on 2B, and from both people I got answers basically saying that there is no respect for the individual and that toxicity is very high in people who've been there for ages. In conclusion, the social and political climate of 2B2T is generally a hostile and toxic environment, and it earns a true anarchist society. With that said, it offers a great opportunity for new experiences with amazing people and moments. Now, I'll leave you with that. I'm your host Super with the Anarchy Podcast, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.